Alright guys, welcome back. This video is part 3. We're just going to pick up right where we left off. We have one endeavor left, so we're going to go ahead and spin that. A bone, a hide, and an organ. And we're just going to go over to innovate. We're going to draw 2 cards, and we're going to take ammonia. Now on the innovation cards, there is a little plus button here, and it's going to take all the cards for those consequences, add ammonia consequences to the deck, and it's going to put them right in there. Also, you can see on this card it says departing survivors gain +1 survival. So on this depart tool here, that's actually been updated automatically. Now when we depart, it's going to add the departing survival and insanity automatically. So we're going to go ahead and go out on the first hunt. I'm going to click depart versus quarry, and we're having messages pop up here. It said player 2 gained survival from rawhide gloves and rawhide boots. And you click on the monster you want to fight, you click on the level. It's going to load everything up, the hunt phase, showdown. And then you're just going to click on this button right here, go to the hunt track. And you just do your hunt, follow through the steps here. If it says roll a random hunt event, you could either shuffle this, or you could roll this dice roller and then search the deck. It's actually numbered just like that. These buttons right here are just shortcuts for the grids. Once you're completed with the hunt phase, you want to click in hunt. Then you're going to come down to start the showdown. What this does is it checks for all cards that say on arrival or started a showdown, and so just keep an eye on the messages as they pop up. You can see what's going on. Alright, so player 3 had stone noses, so they gained 1 survival and they gained 1 insanity from that. Then you're going to click on build the AI deck. This is instructions for the terrain, so we need 2 random terrain. Alright, so we're ready to start the showdown. I've added in a bunch of different gear just to kind of show you how little certain things work. So its first turn, it's just going to graze. And it's going to end its turn. Okay, so player 1 has the catgut bow. Now, if you want to use the aim ability that's on the card, when you attack, reduce the speed by 1, gain 2+ accuracy. That's actually going to be in the specials menu, and there's a menu right there that says catgut bow aim. So you gained -1 speed, +2 accuracy. Alright, so on this card, it says if you hit with a club or a shield, then you want to click this button here. We don't have a club or shield, so we're just going to head just a normal wound. So I'm going to give you an example of using frail weapons against super dense. Put this card on top. Green has the bone darts, which are frail. Go ahead and equip that, and we'll attack with the bone darts. We'll just say that hit, just to show you the example here. Alright, so there's a message. Bone darts has frail, it's archived after this wound attempt. Alright, so let's do an example for paired. We have 2 Lion Beast guitars. And we're going to go ahead and equip it. And it's the same thing as, I'll just make sure any special attacks, this is going to delete the tokens. So now the tokens are gone. Specials, it's going to say paired. So your attack gain +2 speed from your second guitar. And also, yellow has hyperactive, so when he attacked, it said a message that you must move at least 1 space every turn, just to remind you. Alright, so he trampled over yellow, gets knocked down, takes 1 damage from its trample ability. So another example with yellow, it has the White Lion coat. So the special ability is Pounce, move 3 spaces in straight line. If you move, activate a melee weapon with +1 strength. That's also in the specials. So we have Pounce right there. So it gave the monster -1 toughness, which is giving the survivor the same thing as +1 strength. Now this token, it'll go away whenever another player rolls to attack. Like all the tokens, they'll disappear when they need to. Here's another example, leader. Whenever you encourage the survivor, they gain +1 speed. So let's say green's knocked down, and in the survival actions menu, all of your survival actions will appear here. So we're going to encourage, and green, let's say you try to encourage red, it'll tell you they don't need encouraged. So we'll go ahead and encourage green. Message says you gain +1 speed until the end of the round. I gave him that +1 speed there. And in the description it says end of round. So whenever it's end of round, clicking next round will actually delete all of those tokens. Example for blue, he has a dishonorable or honorable disorder. You cannot attack a monster from its blind spot. Now what that's done is it's changed the attack blind to honorable, and you can't even click it. And it does this just by coming into the zone. Now green has it. Now yellow has it. Example for slow weapons. Let's go ahead and equip the Rib Blade. Even if he has +1 speed, it's still only going to roll 1 dice. But it will know if he's frenzied, which you ignore slow. There's a couple different ways to be frenzied. You can either hit this button right here. It's going to give you your +1 speed, +1 strength, roll for your 1d5 insanity. Or as we see here, green has the frenzy drink, She'll take you right down there. Since Frenzy Drink is a once per showdown, it's going to actually flip back over, so you can't use it again, and it won't appear in the menus here. Also, when a player is frenzied, it will pop up right here just to remind you. So if you try to use survival, you know that you can't even use them because you're frenzied. So now when we attack with green, he's going to get the speed bonus, even though he's using a slow weapon. Let's go ahead and show you how to use the shield. So in the defensive menu, it says, okay, we're blocking. That's going to show up right here. There's a bunch of different things that show up here. So let's say monster attacked red. You block one hit. Now it tells you got the steadfast potion, so you're going to gain 1 strength from that. And then the other hit goes on through. Or dodge it. Here is Brain Mint. Consume, remove all your tokens and stand up. You may use this while knocked down. Use once per showdown. So let's say we had a bunch of tokens. And since Brain Mint's a consumable, let's say we're knocked down. Looks like it's under once per showdown. Okay. Oh. Brain Mint. All your tokens are removed. See, they've all been removed. And I'll need to make this flip back over since it's once per showdown. Alright, so I'll show you how on return, I have another thing there. Put these over in that step. And we're going to go ahead and end the showdown. It's going to tell us messages when you return. Player 3 has Hoarder, so we're going to archive 1 resource. You can see that is right there. Alright, so there's all kinds of cards like that. Pretty much every card is scripted. So whenever it, there's going to be triggers when you depart, when you return, the start of the showdown, when a player dies. For when a player dies, you're just going to click on this button here, and it's going to take all their cards from their zone, put them in a gravestone, and then just bury them. So let's say for the principal, we had Cannibalize. Whenever a survivor dies and you have Cannibalize, it'll go ahead and grab that resource for you. Just like that. Another thing, whenever a survivor dies in the settlement or during the settlement phase, you want to click this button right here. Then you're going to drop the survivor into that little gravestone and then bury him like that. And same thing, we got our basic resource from cannibalism. Alright, just want to make this short video. I'll try to think of some more things to show you, but there's just so much stuff that you just kind of come across it, and that's why it's just more like a reminder, just keeping track of everything for you, because this game's so bookkeeping heavy. Alright, see ya.